So one of the questions I get all the time is, if I only have $10 or $20,000 and I want to start a business or get involved investing in real estate, what should I do and how should I use the money? So what I tell everybody is, put the money in the bank, keep it as a cushion, and then what you need to do is you need to educate yourself, and you need to gain the knowledge and the expertise to be able to get that business started or to do that real estate deal without using your own money. And there's a number of ways to do that. One is, obviously, you could raise the money with investors, but you're going to have to be an expert. You're going to have to know what it is you're doing. If it's real estate, you need to know the market intimately, and you need to be able to articulate your business plan and the value proposition to your investors. If it's a business that you want to start, you need to understand the economics of the business. If you don't know your numbers, you don't know the business, regardless of the industry. So you need to know the numbers, the metrics, what it takes to get it up from a regulatory standpoint, what permits, what kind of corporate structures, what the tax implications are. And you have to, again, be able to articulate your business plan and your vision to your potential investors for that, to invest with you. Now, the other way is, from a business standpoint, is that you could get your business funded and real estate by the vendor. So let's say you want to flip a house and you found a good house under market value, and you know how much it's going to cost to repair. You can take title to the house subject to the existing mortgage. That's called subject to, or sub to. It is totally legal. The house gets deeded to you. The mortgage stays in place if there is one. It can be an owner finance deal if the property's owned free and clear, and this can be commercial, residential, whatever. It's called subject to the existing mortgage. That's when there's a mortgage in place. The property gets deeded to you. You become the legal title holder of the property, but the mortgage still stays in the name of the owner. So you do not take over the mortgage. A lot of people call it taking over the mortgage. What you're really doing, or taking over payments, you're not even doing that. You're taking title to the property. You have legal title to the property, which does trigger the due on sale clause, but most lenders are not going to call the loan due as long as the payments are being made, and then you're making the payments to the original lender. So you're not taking over the mortgage or taking over payments. You're making payments to the lender, and the original borrower stays in place as the borrower of record on the loan. So you can take title to the property, and then you can find a contractor to do the repairs and negotiate a deal with the contractor where they supply all the labor and materials, and then you pay them when the property sells, or when it gets leased up and you get refinanced. You may have to offer a premium for that, but there are contractors out there that will do that if you know what you're doing, you have the right deal, and you articulate what it is that you're doing in a way that conveys that you're an expert, you know what you're doing, you know the value, and the value is clearly communicated to them in terms of what they're going to get and when. From a business standpoint, same thing. You can get a business up and running. You can get the improvements funded by the landlord. It's called tenant improvement allowance. You can get your opening inventories funded by the vendors. So there's a lot of different ways to get a business up and running and to get real estate deals done if you have no money or very little money. So if you do have money, don't be so eager to just spend it or invest it. Challenge yourself to get that deal done, or get that business open, or to get that venture going without using any of your own money, and keep that money as a cushion. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what will go wrong with a deal, with a venture. So you want to challenge yourself to be able to raise the capital, find the money, negotiate a deal, be creative, because you can structure deals any way you want. There is no limit into how you can structure deals. There's no limit to how much capital you can raise, but you got to know what you're doing. You have to become an expert. You need to know the economics of your business, the economics of the market. You need to know how to get deals done, how to structure them, and how to create a win-win for your investors and for yourself and for your team.